Hi guys, full run through here. Today is going to be a little bit of a different video. As you can see, this is actually sped up and I am recording my voice separately. So what I'm going to do is while this is playing, I am going to do the Alex Day or Naramon YouTube survey for 2013. If you don't know what that is, it's this thing that a guy named Alex Day puts together every year, and he just puts 5 or so questions up, and you answer them, post them as a YouTube video, and at the end you can ask other people to do it. So, I'm just going to take it upon myself to answer these few questions. So, let's just get started. While all this is going, you can see in the back also I'm just clearing out part of the ravine that I found, and I'm actually going to set up my base there and move everything down, and you'll see as I'm going through. So let's get started on these questions. Alright, question number 1. What's your biggest fear? Okay, I am kind of fearful of a few things. I don't like closed spaces, which I guess is being claustrophobic. I kind of get that from my dad because he is too, and I just don't like being really closed into small spaces. It's just a fear of mine, but that's not a biggest fear. I don't know exactly what my biggest fear would be. I'm kind of freaked out about driving next to large trucks on the interstate. I'm always afraid that like one day I'm going to be driving next to one and it's going to try to merge over and it's not going to know that I'm there and I'm going to get like run off the road. So I guess that could be considered my biggest fear. Of course, the biggest fear in everyone's life, well, mostly everyone's life, is dying in some way. So that's kind of a fear of mine, is that I'm going to get run off the road by a big truck that is not going to know that I'm there. So, yeah, I'm weird about that. I'm sorry. That's kind of a weird thing to be afraid of, but you can kind of understand, I guess. Alright, question 2. How did you find out Santa wasn't real? Sorry for those of you that are just figuring this out. I don't mean to like ruin anyone's Christmas and all that, but I'm going to honestly answer this question. I, still being almost 21 years old, still believe in a quote-unquote Santa. I know it's not a big man in a white and red suit flying around with reindeer and doing all that. But the idea of Santa is something just completely different, because the idea of Santa is just getting the gifts every Christmas that come from seemingly nowhere and all that. And I know that my parents are the ones that will bring the toys out, bring the gifts out, put them on the couch, put them under the tree, and do all that. I know that. I've known that for a few years. But they technically are Santa. And I know that one day when I have kids and nieces and nephews and stuff like that that are going to be coming over to the house, I know that eventually I will be able to be Santa for them. So the idea of Santa is real to me. I know, but like I said, I know it's not some fat man flying around in a sleigh. So I found out that it wasn't a giant fat man in a sleigh probably when I was, I want to say like 10 maybe, which may be a little bit late in some people's lives, maybe a little bit early in other people's, but I always wanted to believe, so it took me a longer amount of time to come to that realization. But like I said, the idea is an amazing idea. I still love it, and I can't wait until I can be Santa in someone else's life. Alright, what's the best idea you've ever had? I have had several really good ideas. None that I have, well, most of which that I have never actually been able to get done. But I still stand by the fact that my best idea is a Jello or pudding cup. I've talked about this in a previous video, so some of these might be repeats for some people, but I don't know who all watches these videos. So, my biggest idea, my best idea, has been a reversible Jello or pudding or yogurt or something cup. So, you get done eating, and instead of having to sit there and scrape at the inside of the cup for hours, and you can't ever, unless you've got like a extremely long tongue, get in there and get all of the stuff around the inside. So you're wasting about, I don't know, I'd say like maybe 2%. Nah, that's way too high of a number. You're wasting a small amount of food that you could otherwise eat. So if you make the cup to where it can be flipped inside out, you can easily just lick the inside of it because now the inside is outside. And you just lick it clean, flip it back inside out, and then chances are, unless you make it out of some material that you can't flip it back, you can reuse the cup for anything. You could use it as your own Jello mold or whatever. So that may seem like a really stupid idea to some people, but that has always been an idea on my mind to do something like that. Okay. Most embarrassing thing your parents have ever done. Oh gosh, where do I start? I'm trying to keep this video relatively short. I don't know what the most embarrassing thing is because, like I said, there's a lot of them. I would say just working with my mom all the time. She does some pretty embarrassing stuff, and I'm stuck there with it because we work at the same cafe. So I can't ever think of one specific thing that she's ever done, and my dad just has unlimited amount of stuff that I could mention that none of it comes to my mind right now. I might talk about it later on if I can think of some stuff and just narrow it down to a few specific things. But for right now, the list is just infinite, and there's no way possible that I'll be able to list everything in this one short episode. Question 5. If you were only allowed to pick one career for the rest of your life, what would it be? I would say definitely something in the film industry, whether it be directing, producing, editing. If I could be in the film industry for the rest of my life, I would be just ecstatic. Because I've loved it since I was in middle school. And it's just something that I'm really getting better at. I've always been decent at it, but now I'm starting to just slowly get better and better. I'm actually working on a film set right now with a few friends of mine. The movie is called High Cotton. It's just going to be an independent film. I don't know if it's ever going to be like on Netflix or anything. I know it's not going to be in theaters, but it's just something really cool that's heightening my skills, and I'm just able to go in and do every tiny little thing, and it's giving me just a lot of experience that I can put forward into next year or the years to come or anything like that. So definitely, if I could pick anything in the world to do for the rest of my life, it would be film. That's a no-brainer. That's not even a question I have to think about answering. Alright, and the unofficial question number 6 is always, who do you want to answer this next? I would like the other server guys to do this in their videos. It'll give them something to talk about. So definitely Jonathan and Xander, I want you to to do this. Anyone else watching, feel free to do it. It's something, you don't have to do it on Minecraft. You don't have to do it anything. You could have horses running through a field while you're answering these questions. It's just something awesome to do. I know YouTube is getting rid of video responses, so I would say leave a video response and do it. But I would just say, if you want to do it as a response to me, Xander, or Jonathan, make the title of the video YouTube Survey 2013. Give credit to Alex Day, because he's the one that comes up with all of this. But if you want me, Jonathan, or Xander to watch your videos, put our names somewhere in the description, and we'll definitely search for it. So, and also leave a comment on any of our videos so we know that we're supposed to go out and look for it and watch the video. Other than that, this has been the episode. I don't know how long of the video is left, because I'm not watching the video as I'm recording this, so I may have to shorten or lengthen the video a little bit. But as always, like and subscribe, comment, do anything. If you've got suggestions for other videos, I will gladly accept them. And like I said, I'll see you. I'll see you next time. I don't know what I'm going to do next, but it's probably going to be a little bit more base work. So, I will see all of you next time. Bye-bye.